Guys, I thought a lot about making this video. One reason is because, personally me, I'm not a big fan of horror games, even though I do play quite a few on the channel, such as Baldi, Five Nights at Freddy's, the fan game sometimes. But this one is very frightening. Like, I don't know what, in personal opinions, they say that it's very scary. But, you know, like, I cannot handle, like, super scary games. Like, if they're 3D, like, there's no way I'm handling it. I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's is kind of like 3D. But, you know, it's just basically a simple game. You can expect it sometimes. But in this game, you can't expect it. And in this episode, this is probably going to be the episode where scary crap goes down, alright? Because this is around the middle of the game where, you know, scary stuff starts happening. So, I don't know, I was like, last night, I went to sleep, and I was like, should I make this video? And my dog's looking at me right outside my door. Ozzy! I think he's just gonna stand there. Alright, anyways, you know what? Hold on just a second. My dog is currently right here, laying on my lap. Everybody, Ozzy, say hi. Say something. Say something. You're on the mic. You're telling everybody in the world. Say something. Come on. Are you gonna say something? Are you gonna say anything? Oh, here comes my other dog. Alright, I guess not. Just shoot my mic. Alright, you know what? Ozzy, just get out here. Nobody wants you here. Oh, that took a while. Long as intro. But, you know, summer just began for us. Our last day of school was, as I'm recording this, yesterday was the last day of school. So, yeah, summer begins. I'm gonna have a lot more time to make videos. I'm gonna make a challenge for myself. I'm gonna try to upload every single day for the entire summer. At least one video. I mean, it's only gonna be summer, so it's not gonna be like, you know, the rest of my YouTube channel prep. No. Just for the summer. So summer's about 3 months long for me. So hopefully, you know, I can do daily uploads. Anyways, screw this intros. Intro's getting way too long. Oh yeah, and around here is where, you know, you have to start looking into your files, because this game does mess with your files a lot. So, you know, it's finally time to get into the scary stuff, because I cannot deal with so much stuff. Like, I'm not big, like, scary games scare the freak out of me, and you know, I still have nightmares. Alright, even though I'm 12, I still have nightmares. This game does say you have to be 13 or older if you want to play, but I'm just 12. I'm about to be 13. Well, not about to be. I still got like 11 months to go. But you know what? I don't care. Nobody cares. Ozzy, why are you still in my room? Didn't I kick you out? Yeah. Screw, just leave the door like this. Alright, and I'm not gonna be one of those guys that keep my doors locked and my lights off in horror games. No, that's not me. So for now, we're on the Natsuki route. So again, let's start off with Natsuki. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course, you know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Aha! Natsuki? What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Huh? What are you talking about? My writing's obviously the best, right? Took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did it. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Dre, please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared poems before this. Natsuki? Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say that's so cute? That's just like you, Natsuki. Okay, so what I'm getting from this vibe is that she's getting she's fishing for a compliment. Because this game, like around here, is where, you know, it starts getting dark. As in suicide, depression, abuse, you know, that sort of stuff. That's not a good thing to talk about. But I'm just playing a game, and I'm not really talking about it in real life. If you do watch this channel and you do have depression or suicidal thoughts, I'd probably recommend you not watching this video if you made it to this point, which is only a few minutes. But if you're watching this, then I suggest not watching this video. I feel like this is probably the most serious I've gotten in a video. Most of my videos are just, you know, trying me to be cringy and, you know, comedy and stuff like that, bad comedy. But here, I'm actually like tackling a serious subject right now. Now, like, she's trying to, you know, talk about herself. Like, she wants to be the best. I don't know, but this game does contain, like, you know, depression and stuff like that. So I'm kind of, you know, worried about the series, but, you know, it'll be fine. So, well, hopefully it'll be fine. So I guess we can continue it, but, you know, another warning: if you're not good with suicide or depression or self-harm, abuse, you know, stuff like that, sensitive topics, you probably don't want to watch this. Shoot, hold on. Alright, I just had to check on my dogs really quickly. Alright, I had to check on my dogs again. Yeah, sure. Okay, you're nuts. Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. Oh shoot. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey Natsuki, if you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. Then I grab the poem from my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it. Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem off from her desk. It's not any good, and I know you hate my poems. So why don't you read this one, okay? So you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it, but I know you better now. Okay. And it's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than yours. And Sayuri, she always means well, but sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry I was part of the problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look in my face right now. Okay, I will. Because you. Alright, another long poem. But you know, we're fine with this. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout. But my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars. But when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart. But what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that. I don't like it. It's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing this? Expressing things you can't just say? Yeah, I don't understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well, and I'm happy that you showed me this one. That you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so Tsukimon was completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. And I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do, Natsuki takes my hand and pushes them back away. Her small soft hands surprise me with their assertion. I don't want it. Huh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would. Never mind. I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so go put it away before someone else sees it, okay? Yeah, I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so that I can put away Natsuki's poem. Next up, why not Sayuri? It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. Well, I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. Then it makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Ray. Sayuri, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go along with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayuri, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayuri cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. I'm thinking that Sayuri's depressed. Honest thoughts. I think Sayuri is depressed. She's probably gonna be dead. It's just really. I've never played a game that has that goes this dark. At least not on the channel. I'm not crying, by the way. I'm not crying. It's just. This is weird to play, on the channel. I feel like I probably made a few you emotional, just because those sounds, those were not crying. I was sniffing. I'm a man. I can handle this. But, things are things. Some people don't like it, some people are okay with it. So for now, we can go for your Yuri. I'm kind of scared of Sayuri, though, because she seems like she only... Well, I don't know how to explain it. Just move on with it. You didn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me. But I should leave her be for now. Yeah, something's going on. Something is going on. Hi, Dre. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform for the festival? Oh, I forgot about that. It's a festival coming up. Well, people in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It also makes me happy to see. Anyway, let's look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Sticking with Natsuki style once more, see? You really like Natsuki, don't you? Well, that's... Aw, come on, Dre. It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day, pretending to like the mangas she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. Huh? No, I think you're misunderstanding, Dre. Outside, my dogs fight a lot. So you're gonna hear them growling quite a bit. It's not like Natsuki hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So I just need to ask one thing from you. Hold on, I just gotta freaking get these dogs out of here. Don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that. You know what? Shut up. I don't even care anymore. You heard that. You freaking heard that. I just fought with a dog. Okay. I'm gonna freaking kill these dogs one day. It's kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't do that to me, right? Not sure how to respond to Monica. While I care about her and her club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. Sure, you'll do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Okay, fine. Oh, God, I'm gonna freaking... The lady who knows everything. I thought it was just gonna be the end right here, but nope, we got like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paragraphs? Or stanzas, I'm sorry. Stanzas, as they're called in poems. Alright, let me just quickly read this. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wandered earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else fails me, when all others have turned away, legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. I don't know. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather. I dry quill expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes, and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I find every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me way back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, Wait a minute, they have history. Hold on, let me check this. But it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. Alright, so now we know. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Why is Monica always using long words? Yudi and Monica are always using long words. Which sucks, because I suck at reading. If we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. I think you know better than everyone else. You mean one-dimensional? Oh yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share? Oh, you better not break any more fourth walls. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because they're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much effort into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing and sharing, it becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, then they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring... Oh yeah, us three. It's just Yudi, Natsuki, and me. Because Sayuri's gone. Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Are you... Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yudi isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayuri isn't here. It seems you're right. Alright. Sayuri always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Aw, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? Hope she's alright. Seriously, of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayuri. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh. My curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Oh yeah, she was talking with Sayuri last episode. Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. So wait, did I miss something? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway. So, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. So she just completely ignored what I said. She's definitely up to something. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. I think we'll be making cupcakes. But we need a lot of them. And different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Why do I keep breathing? It's not that hard to freaking... Take breaths. Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Oh my god. Stop it. Sayuri will be helping me design them. And as for Yudi, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yudi? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? And now Natsuki pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayuri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder for you when she's not around. Oh my god, no, I don't want to save. Actually, sure, save. Oh no, I was loading game. I was loading, my bad. That may be the case. But if I can also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Dre. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. Probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You can always help me out as well. Oh shoot. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to suggestions like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a little bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give you. Just not like Monica is going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, oh my god, stop loading. You mentioned that you would like to handle the bacon on your own. Dre may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Dre too. What are you saying? It'll be extremely mentionless work. And baking, isn't it? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Dre to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, no? So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah. Dre, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... I see Sayuri. I'm saving the freak out of that. Why did I click on history? I know I'm on the Natsuki route, but I'm going with Sayuri. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayuri. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayuri was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate this that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be so difficult. Just think of the club, okay? So won't even let me pick Sayuri. Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun, and you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so we could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Huh? Just a minute ago you were saying that. That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway. Hold on, just to free my shirt. Alright, we're good. You'll be fine yourself, alright, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri's being melodramatic, it's a little bit hard not to feel bad. I mean, if I was in a situation like that, I'd probably feel bad. I would feel bad. Alright, anyways. So that's everything, alright? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes? Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Dre? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested in to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Suki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. It might not be just that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look, Natsuki goes over and puts her hand down to Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Mitsuki releases her hand and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken back from Natsuki's words. Natsuki of all people to be saying such encouraging things, but I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayuri. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayuri would say at a time like this. Because Sayuri always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. Sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make a really great event. Yeah. Hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. Barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. Start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Huh? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah, what's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like, I could have a guy come over to my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That sounds kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. And I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really going to show you why I love baking so much. So you'd better look forward. Oh, shoot. Oh, didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is. So, alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsu's gonna be coming to my house over on Sunday. What? Just, even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayuri, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayuri finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monika said, this is about the club. The freaking shirt sucks. Besides, like Monika said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I kept telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check it, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different person. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She's also like complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayuri since she left the club earlier the other day. It's not like that we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayuri said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayuri's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayuri before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayuri's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's house like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayuri isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her not to run out and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayuri? I'm getting scared. I am getting so scared that she's just gonna be lying there dead. Oh, this game is gonna freaking... Oh no, get this out of here. This game. Hydrate. I sit down in her room. Sayuri forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. And it's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayuri's room is as messy as it's always been. Jesus Christ, my shirt. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over often, it wouldn't be such a mess. Because I ended up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayuri had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. Oh my god. Leave it there, please. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. What about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayuri stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. Finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something is wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So Sayuri smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Dre. Dude, I'm freaking itchy today. And it's like the most emotional moment in the game. Oh my god, stop. This is so emotional right here. Oh my god. I keep making mistakes. Like, that's how worried I am. Like, you see, I clicked off the screen so many times. I showed the tabs. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. Oh shoot, this is Sayuri. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You would have even been thinking about me right now. But it's just my punishment, isn't it? Getting punished for being so selfish. I don't think that's why the world decided I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It wants to torture me. Sayuri. I grabbed Sayuri by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayuri gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Dre. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayuri? You really just want to make me say it, aren't you, Dre? I guess I have no choice. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Just take a deep breath and think about that. The way she's acting, like, that's how depressed people act. I mean, she's kind of like, sad. She doesn't want to talk with people. She thinks people don't like her. Well, I think they're just pretending to like her. I don't know. Maybe Sayuri has other thoughts. So, that's depression. She has depression. I called it. Did you know that? I kind of saw it coming. Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put put their energy and caring to waste my having them spend it on me. That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. Can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayuri kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Jesus. My throat. Did she really want it so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayuri? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you have to do is tell me. You don't understand it all, Dre. Why don't you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you wouldn't have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against your head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Yeah. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayuri. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Dre. There's nothing at all. The only thing you could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. Finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayuri's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by the heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayuri's shoulders. This time I pulled her into an embrace. Dre, Sayuri, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Dre, Sayuri isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayuri's arms remained at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Dre, Sayuri barely manages to speak up between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing this the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you don't have to call it for yourself, if you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayuri finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't underestimate any of my feelings, Dre. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that really is scary too. Sayuri let me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, alright? Yeah. How would you like me to spend all of it with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayuri wipes her tears. If I could spend the whole day with here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayuri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if it would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayuri and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki's about to come over too. I think Sayuri's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I shouldn't just focus on what's ahead of me. I spent only a few minutes back at home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know that she's outside in front of the door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in her such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you bought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want you to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. But everything I asked you do, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I can count on you to do your part. Well, of course. Surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky, like she usually does. Could be that she's a little different outside of school, after all. Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag for me? Where's your hospitality, Dre? Come on. When do I need to be a gentleman? I got the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. Hold on. Alright, I just have to charge my laptop. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see how. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you. Oh, you can mess with that. Right, mess with the history crap. That's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate me being small that much? Huh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. I can hear my laptop. Put the mic all the way up there. Probably won't hear it as much. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people, but geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are you getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. Aha. What? There's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey, now you're treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer, you know? Just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure. Now what is this game making me say? Like, Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Huh? I appreciate that you're trying to be nicer. Should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there's a ton of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, what was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started, alright? Alright. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Dre. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. When Natsuki decides to dish out some more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally starting to pull things out of her bag so she can get started. For long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour spills, fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki's babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Dre, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the back next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have any preferences, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and have a few drops of food coloring into each. That does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking, it's just for following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative, have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it when in the end, just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day. Huh? Wait, what? I'm trying to think of something, but I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and savoring Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I'll use food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish fixing the icing before... Oh my god, why do I keep clicking? Before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Geez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Tria grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. Reluctantly start to do the same. Hey, Doki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? Started to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. To make me beat the crap out of you next. I like to see you try. I push harder just enough for my finger to reach the icing. Triumphantly scoop some with my fingers just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki's pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in return. Gross. You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Okay, placing. Whatever. Oh my god, why do I keep doing this to myself? Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. Sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? Then I probably shouldn't be doing this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off all the icing. Mistake number 1. Don't do that to girls. Alright? Did you seriously just... Step number 1. What am I freaking saying? Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Dre, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is he asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. So he rushes over to the oven. Something burning? Thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning on the oven. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Suki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it to the top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, the tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcakes tray into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are already ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows out the different colored cupcakes in front of each trays. They all look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on the cake, like happy birthday or whatever. I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose the cupcakes based on what the word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so haha. Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on, we're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can dress and act like this. Oh shoot, what did I just hit? Why is my Nintendo Switch box down here? Who invited you here? Nobody. Exactly. Why did I even click off the screen? What the frick? You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Tsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Tsuki picks up the paste and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting our time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they aren't they? Well, I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see the harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Aha. Sayuri's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway. I was hoping we could have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. Not like you'll always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, alright? If you and Sayuri each carry some, and you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. Aha. I wish she wouldn't listen to me in that way she listens to you. Oh, yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayuri earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayuri always does listen to me, but at the point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that. Did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thank you for help. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you later. Wait, Natsuki, huh? What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. Show me how to how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? That if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or something, do you really mean that? Tsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Dre, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you too, so... Oh my god. Okay, well here comes, I mean, you could have just, again, you could have just made an actual photo. Instead of zooming it in, I can kind of see the blurs. So he suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Rose cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as if I feel her soft breathing against me. I felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumped back. Sayuri? Here she comes. Hi, Dre. Sayuri. Just now, we weren't. It's okay, Dre. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'm still in the heat of the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayuri waves goodbye. Sayuri, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayuri's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Trey? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. It would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sorry, don't say that. It's true, Dre. If I wasn't here, then you would have had to waste your sympathy on me. You would have had to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica was right about what? What she said. Sayuri. What was that? What was that, like last episode? No, that was like episode 2. That's episode 2. And Monica was talking to Sayuri. Monica said some things. Sayuri. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayuri looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Dre. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayuri? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayuri, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you so much. I did this to myself. Dre, I like you so much I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayuri. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayuri's arm and squeeze her in her hand on my own. Do you remember how I said it was always the best for you? I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayuri nods. Even if you don't understand all of your feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm gonna give you. Sayuri. Oh my god, why is it always these choices? I'm in a real situation right here. We're with Natsuki, but I love you. Is a choice. I don't want to hurt her, but what is this game doing to me? This is I feel bad for Sayuri. I already made Yuri feel bad, right? And then just imagine Sayuri, how she feels if I just say, "You'll always be my dearest friend." Just get stuck in the friend zone. I mean, Natsuki isn't here. Hopefully she isn't here and actually walked off to home, so just I don't want to make her feel bad. I'm saving this though. I don't want to make her feel bad, so I love you. I love you. Those are my true feelings, so there is no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you're truly the most important person to me. So I'll accept any of your burdens. And as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Dre. Suddenly Sayuri wraps her arms around tightly around me. Dre, is this really okay? Yeah. Held Sayuri in my arms and pulled her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Dre. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayuri's grip around me weaken a little. What is this? Sayuri. Supposed to be happy right now. I've always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? You're not going away at all, Dre. It's okay, Sayuri. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. It's all that matters right now. Oh, okay. I trust you. Sayuri and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey Dre. Sayuri gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayuri means by that. Or I think this is making you feel sad, Sayuri? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. That's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayuri. I know that I love her and she loves me, but having such much trouble understanding the Sayuri feeling as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I kept wondering if I should be doing this something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayuri meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayuri is the most important person to me. I'll do whatever it takes to make her happy. It's the day of the festival. I'm saving the game. Something just appeared in my files. But I'm scared. It's blank. I'm listening to my music. I am this scared. What is this? We gotta stop. I'm stopping this. Guys, I don't know if I can handle this anymore. Guys, something in the files happened. My heart is racing right now. Okay. Just take it easy. Take it easy. This video is getting way too long. So I'm ending it here. Next episode is probably when crap's gonna go down with scary stuff. So next episode will probably be the scariest one. Alright, next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. That file name? Happy Thoughts. But it's missing an A, which is replaced with an X. Anything else? Read me. What is read me? Okay, this is just help. God, this game is messing with my brain. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, but I am ending this stuff here right now. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm fearing for my life. I'm so scared. I'm quitting the game right now. You know what? Hope you guys enjoy this video. Next episode, I'm gonna be pissing my freaking pants. I'm serious. I'm getting scared. This game is freaking me out. Alright. I'm gonna see you guys in the next Doki video. My god, this game.